What is going on, interwebs? I got a couple messages on Xbox from people asking me the build I use for my Dragon Knight on ESO. I'm not going to take credit for this because I got it from Deltia's Gaming. He's a Twitch streamer. I think he does Twitch. And he has a YouTube channel. Check him out. DELTIA, I believe, _S Gaming. I use Noxious Breath, Venomous Claw, Rapid Strikes, Flames of Oblivion, Igneous Weapons, and Flawless Dawnbreaker. Noxious Breath goes in my X, it's my opener, mainly for the major fracture, reducing physical resistance by, scaled to me, 5,280. Mainly use that to weaken him, so I do more damage. Next, I do Venomous Claw and Y for increased poison damage over 10.5 seconds, increasing by 12% every 2 seconds. So that's just more dots, more damage over time. Just putting out more damage while I'm attacking. My left bumper, which is a buff, Flames of Oblivion. I don't really worry about the fireball damage. I use it mainly for the major savagery, which increases my weapon critical by, again, buffed to my level, is 2191. So 2191. Which is pretty significant. I use Combustion for the increased poison status effects by 66%. Searing Heat increases duration by 2 seconds and damage by 3%. Ugh, fucking burps, I swear. Ugh. And World in Ruin, which increases damage of flame and poison area effect abilities by 6%. That only affects Noxious Breath, but totally worth it because it's 6% increase. Igneous Weapons is the right bumper buff. I get Major Brutality when I cast it, which increases my weapon damage by 20% for 39.6 seconds. And that's based on the normal buff and this passive coming up. Increases duration of Earth and Heart abilities by 20%. So that's where that 39.6 comes into play. Activating an ultimate, Battle Roar. When I use an ultimate, I get health, magicka, and stamina back by about 70% of the ultimate's cost. Mountain's Blessing. Every time I cast a Earth and Heart ability, Igneous Weapons, I get Minor Brutality, which increases my weapon damage by 5%. Stacked on the Major Brutality from Igneous Weapons, that's 25% damage increase for 20 seconds, which is big and totally worth it. And Helping Hands, every time I cast an Earth and Heart ability, Igneous Weapons, I get 2% of my overall stamina back. That would be higher, but I only have tier 1 of that skill. B attack is dual wield. This is a dual wield build. Is Rapid Strikes. You can read on the board what it does. Really good dual wield skill. If I'm doing like an AoE, like group pull, I'll use Steel Tornado, which you can see on the screen what it does. I say this differs from Deltia's because Deltia had both Rapid Strikes and Steel Tornado in his bar, but I think they nerfed Flames of Oblivion where you need it slotted to get Major Savagery. I think you used to be able to just cast it and get Major Savagery, but now you have to have it in your bar to get it. So I choose between Rapid Strikes or Steel Tornado. All the passives in the dual wield tree, just because it decreases stamina cost, increases damage, and increases damage or my weapon critical depending if I'm using daggers or swords. Personal preference, it's up to you. There's no damage cap as far as I know, so you might want to go damage. There is a crit cap, I'm sure. I use medium armor / heavy armor just like he did, because the medium armor has critical buffs, dexterity. Windwalker increases your stamina recovery, which is important for a pure stamina build. Improve sneak, that's more for stealing. Agility increases weapon damage by 6%. I will be using 5 pieces of medium armor, so that's definitely worth it. Kind of going like a medium heavy combo. As you can see, I still have some passive in the heavy armor. Because I'm going to be using like 2 pieces of heavy armor just to increase my health recovery, increase my health, increase my defense, give me kind of, you know, a buffer to damage a little bit. Flawless Dawnbreaker, just like the reason he had it in his bar, I mainly only have it in there to increase my weapon damage, which since Flawless Dawnbreaker is only at tier 1, it's only at 2%, but each time Dawnbreaker levels up, that number goes up too. So Intimidating Presence, obviously, and then Bounty Hunter. That's inconsequential. Now, my two-handed bar is where I differ from him slightly. I do use Critical Rush because it's a guaranteed critical, and with pushing critical damage increase, totally worth it. Executioner, obviously, because it's a strong finisher. I'm only using heavy weapons and Balanced Blade. Again, swords for increased damage, and Balanced Blade to decrease the cost of Executioner. Dragon's Blood, I'm using that. I think I'm going to morph that into Green Dragon's Blood, if it's still Green Dragon's Blood, for an MP or Magicka heal. I will be using Vigor as my stamina heal. He had Rally, or Momentum, Rally, whatever it was. I'm going to be using Vigor whenever I get to tier 5 in Assault. I haven't been playing much PvP on this guy, so it might take a while. I'm not quite sure what my X will be. I was thinking Blade Cloak, but then I realized that's a dual ability, so I can't use it on a two-handed bar. So I don't know. I don't know what my X will be. If anyone has like an idea, you know, this is where it's open, you know, where you can change it to your liking. I honestly have no idea what the X should be. And I've contemplated, I could do Uppercut and morph that into that one that's really good, but I don't know. Or I could just add another Flames of Oblivion for the savagery. And spam critical charge. I don't know. I just cannot think of anything to put in X. But it's open for interpretation, so I think at this point in the video, and here it is in action. Igneous Weapons, Flames of Oblivion, Noxious Breath, Venomous Claw. He's taking dots, and then I just spam Rapid Strikes. In hindsight, I should have recasted the X and Y, but the damage is there, you can see it. It's really strong. It's really good. I like it. But again, I don't take credit for it. Full-on Deltia's gaming. But there you go, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Later.
We'll be waiting outside.